Every second alive is the greatest gift we will ever know. Filter out the irrelevant noise. Focus on the objective. It is the privilege of the gods to want nothing, and of godlike men to want little. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. An unexciting truth may be eclipsed by a thrilling falsehood. For a word to be spoken, there must be silence, before and after. Fes est ab host docere. One should learn even from one's enemies. Music in the soul can be heard by the universe. Secret operations are essential in war. Upon them, the army relies to make its every move. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. Apparent confusion is a product of good order, apparent cowardice of courage, apparent weakness of strength. If the road is easy, you're likely going the wrong way. It was always the becoming he dreamed of, never the being. He who knows he is a fool is not the biggest fool. He who knows he is confused is not in the worst confusion. Everything is hard before it is easy. Remember to be kind with your words, especially to yourself. The secret to creativity is knowing how to hide your sources. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. Things joined by profit, when pressed by misfortune and danger, will cast each other aside. Knowledge is merely brilliance in organization of ideas and not wisdom. The truly wise person goes beyond knowledge. I can chase you and I can catch you, but there is nothing I can do to make you mine. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. To understand the limitation of things, desire them. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. Appreciate the moment of a first kiss. It may be the last time you own your heart. There's no such thing in anyone's life as an unimportant day. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. Sometimes, not getting what you want is a brilliant stroke of luck. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. I believe in looking reality straight in the eye and denying it. Stop leaving and you will arrive. Stop searching and you will see. Stop running away and you will be found. Everyone's greatest fantasy is to walk away from the life you lead. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. Don't let anyone ever make you feel like you don't deserve what you want. He who steals a belt buckle pays with his life. He who steals a state gets to be a feudal lord. Stay calm. You've been through this before. You'll get through it again. Silence is nice to have if you wanted it, but maddening if you didn't. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Pretend to be weak, so your enemy may grow arrogant. She will always wear her crown, regardless of the hate. No matter how good you get, you can always get better, and that's the exciting part. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. Verily, knowledge is a lock, and its key is the question. People are the most difficult thing in the world to change. A whetstone, though it cannot cut, may sharpen a knife that will. It does not matter how long you live, but how well you do it. If freedom is short of weapons, we must compensate with willpower. You don't have to like someone, but you have to treat them as you wish to be treated. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. In the cherry blossom shade, there's no such thing as a stranger. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. You can't always be right, but you can be wrong a lot less. Death is so terribly final, while life is full of possibilities. There is nothing more important than your eternal salvation. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. The truth isn't always beauty, but the hunger for it is. The king is only fond of words and cannot translate them into deeds. Follow your heart, listen to your inner voice, stop caring about what others think. What is essential in war is victory, not prolonged operations. I've never had anyone's approval, so I've learned to live without it. Law is made by the winner to preserve victory over the loser. By nature, men are nearly alike. By practice, they get to be wide apart. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. But man's duty is to try and endeavor. Success depends upon chance and environments. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. Remember that you are only alive now. This is the only moment you have. Embrace it. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Conformity to the present is invisibility to the future. Life is more or less a lie, but then again, that's exactly the way we want it to be. When people try to bury you, remind yourself you are a seed. One may know how to conquer without being able to do it. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. Spies are a most important element in water because on them depends an army's ability to move. If I work hard enough, there will be things I can do tomorrow that I can't do today. Time is precious, but truth is more precious than time. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. Serious thinkers are few, and the world is ruled by crude ideas. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. Nothing can be more hurtful to your heart than betraying yourself. People wealth consists upon their freedom, individual resources, and good social life. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. Be not afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. Être dans le vent, c'est avoir le destin des feuilles mortes. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. When truth is replaced by silence, the silence is a lie. Be sure to place your feet in the right place, then stand firm. When a wise man points at the moon, the imbecile examines the finger. If I had it all to do again, there would be more bodies. Just go with it, he thought. You won't figure out anything if you give in to fear. 10 seconds, that's all it takes for life to throw you a curveball. Life is a full circle, widening until it joins the circle motions of the infinite. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance